One time Lord Ram, everyone knows Ram? So Lord Ram, the great king, as a prince he was exiled. And when he left his kingdom on the outskirts as a prince, everyone was following him because they loved him so much they wanted to be with him. He said, please go home, take care of the kingdom. I have to leave for 14 years. I'll come back. And he begged, and finally he said, please, all men and women of Ayodhya, his land, he said, please go home. So imagine the scene, all right? Ram says, I have to go to the forest on exile. I'll come back in 14 years. You should all go home. All men and women go home. So when he came back 14 years later, there was a group of people who hadn't gone home. In India, they're called hijra. It means they don't fit into our basic categories of man and woman. They're considered like the third gender in Vedic culture. Whether they're either like transgender or they're bisexual, whatever it may be, or intersex, whatever it may be. They hadn't gone home. And Ram was very touched by their devotion to him and their integrity. And so he gave them a boon. And this is very important because in Indian culture we respect this kind of category of the third gender. And he gave them the boon to bless or curse. And so in Indian culture, especially on trains and things like that, they'll come and they're considered to be like I'm a monk, a mendicant. So they also are considered to be holy. And they go for, if there's a wedding, sometimes they'll go and sing. Or if there's a birthday party, they're considered actually auspicious. It's very interesting. And if they go on the trains and they beg and people give, and if they don't give, I know a lot of stories where someone was like, mistreated them and they were cursed, like bad things started happening in their lives. So it's a very interesting tattva, you could say, a truth.
They came to our house after we got married.
Yeah?
Next day.
Oh wow, interesting.
Asking for like money, like.
So it's a whole community actually. They live together in different places in India. So it's just to make the point that like sex and all these things aren't so cut and dry as we generally view them. And also from the philosophical standpoint of the Upanishads, consciousness is separate. Consciousness lives within the body, right? But the basic knowledge we teach is that we are not essentially the body. Doesn't mean we are not in this body now, like you are Laima, I am Rasik. I am a man, you are a woman. Perhaps, I don't know, I'll hear from you what you are. I think I am male. I am a male body. But my spirit, my consciousness is not male. It's a separate thing. The mind is not the body. You can think of it as the body is like the car you drive.